What if one of the most powerful gods of ancient Greece has been hiding secrets the world has forgotten? A god not just of the sea, but of storms and earthquakes and, horses. Welcome, mortals, to my channel, where I've uncovered the truth about Poseidon. Now, most of you already know his deeds as the god of the sea, brother of Zeus and Hades. But today, we'll dive deep into a tale so hidden that it's been swallowed by the sands of time. That's right, Poseidon, the forgotten god of horses. Why would the ruler of the oceans be tied to creatures of the land? The answer may surprise you. In the grand tapestry of Greek mythology, Poseidon holds a prominent place. He's the god of the sea, earthquakes, storms, and all things aquatic. But there's a lesser-known aspect of this powerful deity that has been shrouded in the mists of time: his connection to the noble horse. Today, we'll pull back the curtains on this forgotten facet of Poseidon's divine nature. Join me as we embark on a journey through ancient texts, archaeological findings, and cultural lore to piece together the story of Poseidon, the majestic god of horses. Along the way, we'll uncover the symbolism, power, and influence these magnificent animals held in the ancient world and how they intertwined with Poseidon's domains. You might be thinking, why should I care about some old myths? These stories aren't just relics of the past. They're windows into the human experience, reflecting our deepest fears, aspirations, and relationships with the natural world around us. By exploring the myths and symbolism surrounding Poseidon and his equine companions, we gain a deeper understanding of the ancient Greek worldview, their relationship with the divine, and their perception of the world's wonders. As the son of the Titans Cronus and Rhea, Poseidon was destined for greatness. When the gods overthrew the Titans, the universe was divided among the three brothers. Zeus took the sky, Hades the underworld, and Poseidon was left with the seas. But his dominion wasn't limited to the watery depths. Poseidon's power extended to Earth, where he was revered as the god of earthquakes, capable of shaking the very foundations of the world. This earth-shaking ability led him to become the patron of horses, creatures whose thundering hooves echoed the mighty stomp of Poseidon's trident. But why did this god of water take such an interest in these terrestrial animals? To answer that question, we have to delve into the origins of Poseidon's connection to horses. One of the most compelling myths explaining this link can be found in Homeric hymn number 3 to Poseidon. According to this hymn, Poseidon created the first horse, Siphios or Siphius, by striking the ground with his trident while in the company of the goddess Demeter. As the earth trembled beneath the impact of his trident, a magnificent stallion emerged, symbolizing the union of Poseidon's aquatic powers with the strength and swiftness of horses. Another myth narrates Poseidon's relentless pursuit of the goddess Demeter after she had borne his son, Arion. In an attempt to escape his advances, she fled to the river Alpheus, where she was transformed into a mare. Poseidon, in his eagerness to win her back, shapeshifted into a horse and joined her in the river Alpheus. It was here that the god of the sea courted Demeter in her equine form, further cementing his bond with these majestic animals. These myths, passed down through generations of ancient Greeks, served as a reminder of the gods' close relationship with horses and the significant role they played in human lives. They also showcase Poseidon's divine capabilities, his power to shape-shift and create new life forms. By understanding these myths, we gain insight into the Greek perception of the divine, their belief in the interconnectedness of all living beings, and the reverence they held for the natural world. So, what exactly made horses so special in the ancient world? What qualities did these animals possess that made them worthy of being associated with the mighty god of the sea? Horses were highly regarded in ancient Greece for their speed, strength, and grace. They were symbols of power, wealth, and freedom, representing the untamed spirit of the natural world, much like the unpredictable nature of the sea itself. In ancient Greece, horses played a vital role in daily life, agriculture, transportation, and warfare. Their ability to traverse land swiftly and efficiently made them indispensable for trade and travel. Chariots pulled by teams of horses were not only a means of transportation, but also a symbol of social status and wealth. The ancient Greeks kept horses not only for practical reasons, but also for their aesthetic beauty and the sense of freedom they embodied. Horseback riding was seen as a skill that every young noble should master, and equestrian games and competitions were a popular form of entertainment. Furthermore, horses were deeply intertwined with religious practices in ancient Greece. In fact, several cults and festivals were dedicated to horses and the heroes associated with them. The cult of the Dioskuroi, for example, worshipped the twin gods Castor and Pollux, who were said to be skilled horsemen. The Dioskuroi were celebrated in festivals like the Hyacinthia, which included horse races and other equestrian games in their honor. This close relationship between horses and religion contributed to the prominence of horses in Greek mythology and art. Horses weren't just creatures of power and beauty. They were also closely linked to death and the afterlife. In Greek mythology, certain horses were associated with the realm of the dead, such as those that pulled Hades' chariot. This connection between horses and the afterlife may have stemmed from the ancient Greeks' belief that horses could outrun death, carrying the souls of the deceased to the underworld. This belief led to the inclusion of horses in funerary rituals and celebrations of the dead. The ancient Greeks believed that horses were not merely animals, but divine beings in their own right, possessing souls and intelligence equal to humans. They believed that horses could communicate with humans, conveying messages from the gods or the dead. This belief led to the practice of sacrificing horses to the gods, as well as the custom of speaking to horses and treating them with respect. The reverence and fascination the ancient Greeks had for horses led them to create numerous works of art depicting these majestic creatures. Sculptures, paintings, and pottery all feature horses in various poses and settings, showcasing the Greeks' admiration for their beauty and power. One of the most famous examples of Greek art featuring horses is the bronze statue of a horse rearing on its hind legs, found in the collection of the British Museum. This awe-inspiring sculpture exemplifies the Greeks' ability to capture the dynamism and grace of horses in their artistic representations. It wasn't just in the arts that horses left their mark on ancient Greece. The worship of Poseidon, the god of the sea, earthquakes, and horses was widespread throughout the region. In fact, the Greeks built numerous temples and sanctuaries dedicated to Poseidon, many of which were located near coastal cities or important equestrian centers. One of the most notable temples dedicated to Poseidon was the Temple of Poseidon at Sunion, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that stands majestically on a cliff overlooking the Aegean Sea. This temple, with its Doric columns and intricate sculptures, was a testament to the Greeks' devotion to the god of the sea and their recognition of his multifaceted nature. Across ancient Greece, people would gather at these sites to pray for Poseidon's blessings, whether it was for successful navigation at sea, protection from earthquakes, or victory in chariot races. Festivals honoring Poseidon were also a common feature of religious life in ancient Greece. These festivals often included athletic competitions, horse races, and theatrical performances, celebrating not only the god's power, but also the importance of horses in Greek culture. During the Panathenaic Games in Athens, for example, there were competitions for horse racing and equestrian skills, which drew participants from all over Greece. These games were an integral part of the city's cultural life and a testament to the enduring legacy of horses in Greek society. Myths and legends about Poseidon's interactions with horses added to the reverence and respect these animals commanded. Stories of his taming of wild steeds, his creation of the winged horse Pegasus, and his association with heroes like Theseus and Bellerophon, immortalized in sculptures and paintings, further cemented the bond between Poseidon and horses in the minds of the ancient Greeks. We now come to a crucial point in Poseidon's hidden history, the tales of his divine power manifesting through horses. We've spoken of his love for these magnificent creatures, but how did Poseidon use this passion in the world of the Greek gods? And what secrets does this unveil about his true power? Imagine this: the mighty god of the sea, using horses not just as mounts, but as weapons and symbols of his rage. It turns out that this god of water had a knack for mixing things up. Let's look at the myth of the winged horse Pegasus. This magnificent creature was born from the blood of the slain Gorgon Medusa, an event orchestrated by none other than Poseidon himself. This story reveals his ability to shape-shift and create wondrous beings, linking him forever to the realm of magic and myth. Poseidon's influence extended to the mortal world as well. Remember Theseus, the hero of Greek mythology? Well, he was gifted by Poseidon, a divine set of horses that helped him slay the Minotaur and complete his journey through the labyrinth. Here we see Poseidon's direct intervention in human affairs, using his love for horses to help heroes in their quests. But what happens when Poseidon's wrath is unleashed? Picture this: chariots thundering across the battlefield, horses neighing in terror as they pull the god's chariot of war. In times of anger, Poseidon didn't just shake the earth with earthquakes, he sent his horses to trample his enemies. This terrifying image shows the dark side of Poseidon's power, a reminder that the god of the sea wasn't just about calm waters and gentle waves. We've explored the myths, the symbolism, and the impact of Poseidon's passion for horses on ancient Greek culture. It's time now to reveal the most important revelation of all, a truth so often forgotten that it's been buried beneath layers of mythology. Poseidon wasn't just the god of the sea, he was the god of horses. This realization challenges our traditional view of this complex deity, showing that his power and influence were far more extensive than previously imagined. His connection to horses allows us to understand him better, revealing a god who was not just confined to the depths of the ocean, but was deeply involved in the lives of mortals. By uncovering these forgotten myths and stories, we gain a richer understanding of Poseidon's character and the beliefs of the ancient Greeks. Their reverence for horses and their connection to the divine gives us insight into the human condition, our relationship with nature, and our desire to understand the world around us. As we bring this journey to a close, remember that Poseidon's legacy extends beyond the realm of mythology. He serves as a symbol of the mysteries and wonders that lie hidden beneath the surface of our world. Just as the ocean depths conceal untold secrets, there are still aspects of Poseidon and his connection to horses that remain to be discovered. If you enjoyed this adventure into the depths of Poseidon's character, please hit the like button. If you'd like to join me on more journeys of discovery, don't forget to subscribe. And if you have a friend who might appreciate this tale, share it with them so they too can uncover the secrets of the forgotten god of horses. Together, let's keep these ancient myths alive and explore the timeless stories that continue to shape our world. Until next time, may your journey be filled with wonder and your discoveries bring you joy.